guys, Jamie for 3 PM 151 here. We have Zack at the Manchester, Connecticut cities at the grid, and he's going to talk about his deck, which is...
I run Blastoise Keldeo. The main reason I run it is because Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise are my favorite Pokemon. And it hits fairly hard for being what it is. I run 4 Squirtle. Chose to run 4 just because you always need that extra one. Most people will run a 3-1-3, but I run 4. It's better than having more Wartortles. I run 1 Wartortle just in case, although I really am thinking about scrapping it because it's absolutely terrible. I'd rather have a Squirtle on the bench than a Wartortle, because Squirtle, it's got the ability, it doesn't take damage on the bench. And then I round it out with 3 Blastoise. 3 is a perfect number. I have great chance of getting it out turn 2. And that's what powers the deck. The main attacker in the deck is Keldeo. Keldeo's got an awesome ability. Once during your turn, if he's on the bench, you can switch him with an active. It's pretty amazing. Then his attack can hit for an infinite amount of damage depending on the energy he has attached to him. It does 50, and then 20 more for each water attached to it. So therefore, helps one-shot a lot of Pokemon. I run 2 Mewtwo to counter other Mewtwo's, and because it hits fairly hard itself. Once again, it's virtually however much damage you put, or however much energy you put on it, it's the amount of damage it can do. And then the secret to my deck is the 1 Kyurem. I try to start with it so I could get a turn 2 Glaciate, so I'm spreading 30. Helps in your matchups against Fluffy Chomp, Darkrai Hydreigon, any eel deck. Getting that spread damage is awesome, and it helps against EXs because it takes the load off the bigger Pokemon, requiring them to use less energy. So that's my Pokemon line. 14, it's not too bad. On to the trainers and supporters. I run 4 Juniper. That's my main draw support. 7 is really a great number to draw in this format, with not much other options. I mean, we have Bianca, Sharon, and N, but it's not like you're drawing anything amazing. I run 4 N. It definitely helps against Hammer Time decks. When they junk hunt next turn, I usually like to end that. Therefore, they can, usually they're junk hunting for hammers, so therefore they can put them back in their deck, so I don't have to look forward to them next turn. A lot of people think it's strange that I run 1 Skyla, but I really hate it as a card. I don't like the fact that it's kind of like a waste of a supporter. But it's just in case, you know, if I can't get a candy out turn 2, Skyla will help me search that out. 1 Sharon. It's just in there to fill a spot pretty much. Then 2 Bianca, because I burn through a lot of cards, so it helps to refresh my hand. As far as healing cards go, I run 1 Max Potion and 2 Super Scoop Ups. They come in fairly handy. Max Potion's awesome, especially if a Blastoise on the bench and he's soaked up a lot of damage, I can Max Potion that off. And Super Scoop Up helps. Say Keldeo's got damage and I still want to use his energy, I'll risk a Super Scoop Up and hopefully get him back. That way I can bring him up, heal him, put him on the bench, rush in, and then reattach the energy, so it's like he didn't even go anywhere. 4 Rare Candy, because you want that turn 2 Blastoise. It's what makes the deck work. Only type of Pokemon search is Ultra Ball. I ran 4, decided that over Level Ball and Heavy Ball just because, you know, I can discard energy and get it back with Retrieval or Super Rod, whatever. I just think it's the most efficient Pokemon search support, because I can get out anybody. There's no limitations or anything. I run 4 Catcher. It's kind of like a staple. Although deck hits so hard, you really don't need to worry about catching up stuff. So try to save him for late game just in case of emergencies. I run 2 Super Rod. Sometimes Kiram is nice. If he gets knocked out, I could bring him back and just keep spreading and spreading. Or if it turns into Mewtwo Wars, I can get my Mewtwo's back. And it's always nice to get extra energy back. I run 2 Energy Retrieval. It's nice. Get 2, just plop them on a Keldeo. That's 40 more damage that I'm dealing. And then the A-Spec I chose to run in my deck was Computer Search. I liked it back when I played in base set. So, and it's pretty amazing. Discard 2 cards, get anything you want. So say you're strapped for cards, you want to get a Juniper or a Bianca or whatever. And on to the energy. 4 double colorless. Everyone questioned it today, but it came in so handy. It's nice on a Mewtwo for whether I'm playing against a Fluffy Chomp, I can donk a Swablu or a Tynamo or whatever, and it also helps against Keldeo because then you can turn 2 hit for 70. Or I can use it on Kyurem for Outrage. I run 10 water, just average. I think a lot of Keldeo players run 10. And that's about it.
How was you did overall the whole entire tournament?
I went 3-3. I won my first 3, and then my last 3. 2 of them came down to top decking and energy, and the last one I pretty much it was a turn to the donk, so it was nothing to talk about.
Would you recommend this deck for anyone else?
I would. If you want to play water, it's really the only way to play it in this format. It's great for beginners. It's got a very simple concept. And it's, as of the amount of showing I saw today, it's definitely popular, and I definitely recommend it.
All right, thank you. This is Zack, and he did pretty well at Cities, and this is Jamie from 3PM151 signing out.